Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, all praises, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders that rule well. Peace, blessing, grace, and safety goes out to all the Akim around the world, preaching and teaching this word and truth and this sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, I call back with another lesson. And this one is going to be, as you see here on the screen, a picture that I took out of my bun, all right, my oldest bun, all right, bun is Hebrew for son, all right, this is out of basically his social studies book, all right, because him and his mother was doing a little social studies project, and I was messing around, reading it a little bit, looking at the book, and in the social study book, you got, uh, who comes up with this curriculum, all right, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, all right, and they put it in these schools. But you got E right here. Hey, sometimes they try to take it out and hide it. But in this particular social study book, you got their tongue falling upon themselves. All right, you got Esau Edom telling, the children, explaining to them where it happened. All right, so I'm going to read this and grab some scriptures. I don't want Rafazadeh, this is edifying. It says Spain conquered and settled the Americas for several reasons. Spain's monarchs or rulers saw an opportunity to gain great wealth and power. The Spanish Catholic Church also hoped to persuade native peoples to accept the Catholic faith. All right, so Spain, who was the Spaniards? The Edomites, man. Okay, and who was the natives? The Israelites. All right, from the tribe, from their prospective tribes. All right, this certain tribe was the Aztecs. All right, and which are the so-called Mexicans, which is the tribe of Issachar. Okay, these is the Akim and Akwath, who they came over here and slaughtered, killed, steal, and destroyed their land. This is just one of the lands. This land is going to the land of Mexico. All right, Issachar, what they did to the tribe of Issachar. Okay. It said the Spanish Catholic Church also hoped to persuade native people to accept the Catholic faith. That's why you Issacharites and most of you Northern Kingdoms, that's why y'all are into that Catholic religion. It was forced upon y'all through what? Slavery. Okay? From the Spaniards, the Edomites. All right? It says the Spanish Catholic Church also hoped to persuade native peoples to accept the Catholic faith. However, first Spain had to take control of the lands they came to call New Spain. These lands were already settled by Native Americans. All right, so it's telling, hey, this book is telling the children, all right, how Esau Edom came and took the land from the so-called Native Americans. All right, how they just stole the land. And how did they get that land? By robbing, stealing, killing, and destroying. All right. It says the colony of New Spain in what is today Mexico. The Spaniards fought and conquered the Aztec people living there. All right, they damn forced our brothers and sisters into hardcore bondage, as they did the Southern Kingdom, you so-called Negroes. All right. It said they also defeated other Native Americans who stood in their way. All right, so they came over here and slaughtered Issachar, Gad, Reuben, all the northern tribes that was over here in the so-called Americas in that time. All right, because our brothers came over here in the time of the Assyrian captivity. All right, you can read about that in the Apocrypha. All right, it says by the mid 1500s, Spain controlled a large colony in the Americas. You see, all right, and that's because Akim and Atwath was going off worshiping other gods. So the Lord what? And it was part of the curses. Put those curses on them and had Esau Edom. It was all destined. Put those curses on Jake. Had Esau Edom come over here and take over. You know. It says by the mid 1500s, Spain controlled a large colony in the Americas. As Spanish leaders had hoped, New Spain was rich in gold and silver. See, that's why they wanted to come over here and take it. All right, and they did. Soon the colony was shipping tons of treasures back to Spain. Enslaved Native Americans did most of the hard mining work. So all you Negroes want to talk shit and say that the Northern Kingdom, so-called Hispanics and Native Americans didn't go through slavery. Here goes the proof right here in Esau Edom's school book. All right, and my bun only 10 years old, man. All right, this is in your elementary school books, telling you how the Native Americans was in slavery to who? The Spaniards, the Edomites. All right, they was under those curses also. It says, soon the colony was shipping tons of treasures back to Spain. Enslaved Native Americans did most of the hard mining work. It was the Spanish, however, who benefited from selling the gold and silver. Ranching and farming were also important in New Spain, and the heart of the businesses was the encomienda. And encomienda was a grant from the Spanish government that gave a Spanish settler the right to control local Native Americans. All right, hey, these the devil the Bible speak of, man, and they telling you that, all right, their tongue is falling upon them in the children's school book. All right, showing you the wickedness of Esau, Edom in the kids' school book, man. All right, and the encomienda, all right, was a grant from the Spanish government that gave Spanish settlers the right to control local Native Americans. And who the hell he thought he was making laws that he could control other people? That's Esau Edom. All right, and I just sparked my mind. I was, kicking it to my son, telling him, about the how the Native Americans are really Israelite, which he already knows. Okay, but he was just doing a little schoolwork, and I read this, and I was like, let me bring out a lesson on it. This could be edifying. All right, because Esau's tongue was falling upon himself everywhere, even in the children's school book, man. Telling you right here, showing you right here the wickedness of Esau Edom. All right, and it's going to be recompense for this wickedness that they did, man. All right, so let's grab some scriptures. All right, I'm gonna grab this one first. Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Esau Edom's tongue is falling upon himself. All right, got him putting the truth in the children's school books. All right, because why? Yahweh Shema Shai has that information documented and has it brought out so we can come into remembrance of who we are and to know who Esau Edom is and to know and recognize the wickedness of Esau Edom. All right. It's Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in their power. It is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence. And that's what he do, man. They covet fields and take them by violence. They just showed you how the Spaniards came and got New Spain, what they called it, man, the land of Mexico. All right, it shows you how Esau told you in the children's school book how the Spaniards got that land. They fought for it. They still killed and destroyed for that land. All right. And they did the same thing to gain Babylon the Great, America. Okay? It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And we read in that the little school book reading that what they wanted to force the Roman Catholic religion on us, the so-called Native Americans. Okay? So they will oppress a man, even his heritage. All right? Esau Edom want to force their religion on you, force their ways of life on you. And Esau Edom is going to be recompensed for these things. All right? Let me just keep going through these. I read Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. And that's Esau Edom, man. They transgressed by their wine. They came over here to Issachar, pushing their Roman Catholic philosophy, man, pushing their lies, pushing their little fake ass treaties in their those contracts they had with the so-called Native Americans. All right. It says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. He's a proud man, making laws to that is so it's okay to control Native Americans, man. That's why you devils going into slavery. That's why your society is being broken down now, man. That's why Babylon the Great ain't shit now. All right. Who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heap unto him all people. Yeah, the Spaniards wasn't happy over there where they was at. They had to come where the so-called Native Americans at, or the tribe of Issachar, and take over their shit. All right, but we understand it was all prophesied in the Bible for that to happen. All right. But it's going to be recompense for it, so it's all good. Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for the blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So that land of Mexico has to be cleansed by the blood of Esau, Edom, man. All right, because there was a lot of killing going on. All right, a lot of murder. All right, so like a lot of murder going on in that land. And it reads here in number that what? And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So that land ain't gonna be cleansed until the blood of Esau, Edom is thoroughly spilt in that land, right? And that's the things that Akim waiting on, man, to get for Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua to get that recompense. All right. Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. What did those Spaniards do to those so-called Native Americans? They led them into captivity. They made them work and dig and hunt for that gold and silver, and they benefited off of it. All right, so they led them into captivity. So it says, what? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right, so when I was reading that article, kicking it to my son, and I was telling him that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, all right, and the Israelite is going to get recompense on Esau, Edom for the wickedness they have did to the children of Israel. All right, so I just wanted to go into that really quick. The scriptures popped in my mind when I was reading that. Esau tongue is falling upon itself in the children's book, you know. And I ain't gonna keep rambling on. I don't want Ratazar that was edifying. Call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Shalom.